The necessity to adapt and the fear that the Panama Canal might become obsolete due to the increasing demand of container ships led to this mega project, the expansion of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is located in Panama City, and it has become the hub of transportation and logistics industry. In the last century, due to its location in the center of the American continent, since its inauguration in 1914, the main purpose of the Panama Canal is to shorten the travel distance between the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. The Panama Canal has been operating in its full capacity due to the increase of international trade and the traffic of container ships through the canal. Due to the size of the Panama Canal, was not able to deliver the service to larger ships, thus they opted to travel through the Suez Canal instead. The government of Panama and the Panama Canal authorities came to this expansion project in 2006. The main priority is to double the capacity of the ships in order to satisfy the increasing demand of larger ships that are passing the canal. The project components include a third set of lock features with 3 chambers with 9 water-saving basins, a Pacific access channel for the new set of locks, as well as the navigation channel improvements, which include dredging the canal entrances in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans of the current canal, and as well as improving the water supply by raising the Gatan lakes and their operating levels.
Here is the timeline of the project. On April 24, 2006, the project was presented to former President Martín Torrijos. The referendum to expand the canal was conducted on October 22nd of the same year. In 2007, an inaugural blast in Paraíso Hill marks the beginning of the expansion work. The selection process of qualified consortium Grupos Unidos por el Canal was made in July 2009. The third phase of excavation for the Pacific Access Channel was completed in 2011. Flooding of the new set of locks began in June 2015, which marked the testing period. The expansion of the Panama Canal was completed on May 2016 and inaugurated in June 2016.
The Panama Canal expansion was budgeted at $5.25 billion, at which $1.03 billion was reserved for contingencies. Analysts indicated that there was little room for error on this budget, which was true as the project actual cost was $6.9 billion. The schedule was supposed to be for 2014, but it was actually May 2016. The reason that they chose the 2014 date was to coincide with the centennial anniversary of the canal's inauguration. At the end of the day, the quality of the expansion was impeccable. According to the Canal Authority, all of the safety standards were met upon completion. The new lock can accommodate ships that carry up to 14,000 containers compared to the existing locks that accommodated 5,000. This exceeds the project's expectation to double the capacity. The Chinese economic downturn and the global drop of oil prices forced many shipping companies to use larger ships that couldn't fit through the existing canal, forcing them to resort to the Suez Canal in Egypt. This made the canal's ability to reserve bigger ships and increase revenues an essential performance metric. The canal has already reserved 162 large ship voyages and is projected to increase revenues in the first year by 530 to 600 million and then grow at a steady rate from there. The project met and exceeded all quality and performance standards. Stakeholders' main environmental concern was that since the water of the expansion had been supplied from the Panama's drinking water source, Gatan, that there would be water shortages. The project mitigated these concerns by raising maximum water levels at the lake by adding nearly 200 million cubic meters in its water capacity. This also implemented a new water-saving basin that used 7% less water and reused 60% of its water supply. The expansion was a competitive necessity for Panama in hopes of winning back customers who had transferred to the Suez Canal since macroeconomic conditions made the option cheaper. A major stakeholder concern was that the expansion itself would generate additional income, considering overall cargo traffic dropped 10.2% in 2005. The project mitigated these concerns in advance for the canal in order to ensure revenues. The final major stakeholder concern was the narrowness of the additional lock, which made the ship pilot's margin of error relatively small. Additionally, the expansion created over 3,000 jobs for the people of Panama. The overall project was successful. The following is our 5 recommendations for projects similar to this one in the future. Above all, plan. GUPC received the expansion bid because of their low cost of concrete, which jeopardized the quality of the project considering the low amount of concrete caused leakages. This created a lot of problems ethically since the company's main reason for winning the bid was low costs, along with schedule delay and cost overruns. Use time carefully or it will use you. This is in the particular case was something that project managers were willing to accept rather than emphasize. However, this is still a valuable lesson to be learned. If time during optimal weather conditions was optimized in building the dams for Lake Gatan, the project could have had more slack in dealing with complex tasks like developing the locks. Understand who stakeholders are and what they want. This project was able to succeed although over schedule and budget because it effectively addressed all stakeholder concerns. One look forward is worth 2 steps back. For this project, more continuous integrity checks to ensure quality standards were met in the future could have mitigated any of the problems they faced. Understanding what success means. In this example, project management had an excellent grasp of what success meant by emphasizing what was important to the project based on its goals and objectives. They emphasized the quality of the expansion and stakeholders' concerns since the primary goal of the expansion was to increase shipping capacity and revenues. They succeeded in achieving these goals at the cost of going over budget and schedule, which were not of great importance considering the project's objectives. Because they understood what success meant for the projects, they were able to effectively prioritize schedule, stakeholder concerns, quality, and time. This is why we believe it is essential for future projects similar to this expansion to have a thorough understanding of what success means.